for your Obibiara Ajo and Mama Kaba. A very good evening and Koma Obibiara. No see about Diamond Cassia and Emra Society Ebesomo. Our Diamond Television, so ye dia sita. Ebe my Diamond Ground Real Estate and I face Diamond Ground Travel and so one more. And a boy Chidoma and then you may a Cassia boy Eba Besomo. Diamond Ground Real Estate Zepasasi Fasca, who may be ever just as one plot of land. Umpewe upedeng Diamond Ground Travel and also say wa kwento nkrata sembiara fa down on be ball na bibiara akokama ede amao afen so my mun samne amahodro so sama ya bone bede no emra so say ye de ebesommo ensem ebedi akotene e wakasebon mi bui ene said SDG dwumadie no e ya de e baba so na mampanyi na adodan kwa ekufuado ene betena adwam
eto ayehu hia e wo man mu nyina se bibeye mampanyi na metwam wey efri onwonyamfo Allen Trematin
former minister for defense e efuto akoma Ghana fo nyina
yehwe NPP ene NDC nyuma a omo ye pade a e kame aye se NPP e wo manimpa yi esen NDC
wey ene nsema hodro bi ene nanwure ya boabo na ye de ba besomo e wo Diamond Cassia so agodie nsemo enije so nsemo nyina no ye de besomo e wo Diamond Cassia so akenkan for enanwure e ye me mausi panyo mini menu aba
efi afrem pama
yenda ye ho emba ye ba ye de kasebo ni ntremu e besomo Obibiara akwaba biom Diamond Cassia and a wenubuso awushi afei ensem ne twemu eni Sustainable Development Goal Action Summit dwumadie no eya ade a ebe baso eye ewo oman Ghana mu wakita on saboso ne da etoso aduonu ba ko won fempemienu ne aduonu enan emu na Ghana man panyin na adodan kwa ekufu ado eyo obi a wo betena dwemu ewo dwumadie no ase
2015 Iwiase fo nyina ebehia ya mansan nyina ebehia na won bo kose esese ebedu 2030 no na enema bi a edin puntu be wiase ebi ne dealing with poverty, food security yen suo ho nsam amofra school ho health and well-being nyina no amansan nyina edeto ho se bedu 2030 no na yetumi aye ho adwuma akosi baabia ahote na Ghana man aso se sustainable development goals modernene free 2017 aye ho adwuma bebre so na nsan esane enema binti no na stress progress na a challenge kakra enema ni bi ene covid ha ebe ha yan nsan Russia and Ukraine enema complications ya de aba yenkrom ha ohwe ewiase na so a conflict no nya bi na be affect the progress towards sustainable development goals na isa aka influence ya and fa of 2030 and ya aka influence Iti summit ya ebeye friend SDGs Action Summit. Botai eyembe. Yedi kan say sania mama mpoto kakra obroni beka they reignite a renewed commitment to the sustainable development goals. And to sumie no ehu hia pa and say ye pe again brokon beka say ye table charge actions are ebeboa actions ya emu do any actions are transformative maybe to me aboyen Africa man any areas here man and yet to me achieve sustainable development goals goals ne deɛ nokure ni yɛtumi achieve a ɛbɛboa yɛn paa ɛwɔ yɛn sikasɛm mu ɛyɛ mmɔfra school kɔ mu ɛyɛ yɛn health and well-being ɛyɛ issues around yɛn nsuo yɛn life on land ɛbɛboa yɛn bebree na mede sɛ Ghana mpanyinfoɔ asom na wɔn integrity goals ne nyinaa ɛna ɛno na ɛdrive yɛn mpuntuo ɛwɔ Ghana ha summit a yɛwie yɛafrɛ abibire mu man mpanyinfoɔ bebree including private sector for civil society and a couple of heads of states yɛbɛyɛ no 2nd and 3rd July MC3 July ne yɛka no kita wɔn nsa 2nd and 3rd July yɛbɛyɛ wɔ Kempinski Gold Coast City Hotel nti menam akɔnya yi so de invite Ghana foɔ nyinaa wɔn bɛtumi aba no wɔn mmra.
Opening power of the movement for change and no on monyan for a lunch Martin Achima Ghana for say to aba amano ewo afimu a no be your man pay na obehe na eto emu hia ewo mai mu nyina obetwa so on in some way eto dwa abra no lunch GTP policies ewo in crime.
Taxes and duties. First, eliminate the existing compounded calculation of VAT and consolidate the NHIA and GET fund levies.
Your position on this subject has always been clear, sir. It defies every principle.
VAT rates. 2. Abolish the special import levy of 2%. 3. Abolish the COVID-19 health recovery levy. 4. Abolish the Ghana Health Service disinfection fee. How can we be collecting COVID fee and disinfection fee in 2024? Abolish all taxes and other charges on the importation of spare parts within a period of 2 years after the establishment of the government of national unity. Undertake a comprehensive assessment of the relevance of all taxes, administrative charges, and levies that have been imposed at the ports, with a view to eliminating all nuisance taxes and thereby reducing the tax burden on importers. The above policy prescriptions will make Ghana have the lowest tax rate regime in the whole of ECOWAS sub-region within a period of 3 years. On the stable currency, on this issue of stable currency, review the operations of foreign exchange bureaus with a view to eliminating speculative and unauthorized trading of forex. Enforce existing regulations on the repatriation of foreign exchange proceeds from exports. I'm sure you realize that there are regulations for the repatriation of proceeds from exports, and yet nobody respects the regulations. Review and strengthen existing legislation to limit the use of foreign currency in domestic commercial transactions, particularly in the services sector. Existing legislation to limit the use of foreign currency in domestic.
Frank Atuni Edema, the Risen People's Party, I know a year, James Kwesi upon Jakwapo, and I didn't send the other to you. Watch them say, Emre as to say, ye NPP and I think so NDC, and Manokolu, if we are Bemu, a son say. E can I say, son, ye NPP are buying and not just say NDC are buying. Emra so sell ye to Abamano. No, what did ye ever in Musel? One no and a bad boy, a ye Ghana, na bia, ye pesa ye drew, ye bet me a drew.
Ruling MPP and the opposition NDC, they are there. But still, God revealed to me that I should come up. God wants His people, His chosen people, His anointed people, to come and steer the affairs of this nation. So I know that because of what I stand for and what God also see me and my people that is also coming and helping me out. We know that we're going to make sure we come out as a different person. The people will see us as an honest people so that we can come out and overtake NDC, MPP, and be the next government for Ghana. Aye, adwumasem aye dendenden organa hu se nipa bebre ko school wi a nom titifi omunya adwuma anye. Na wo yadwene mu ana yasi ni pose ye ba kwan bi ye befa so a ibi bie nwuma companies any industries ni I employ youth no omo ya adwuma ya bie kwanya so a bi wo pese wa so bie adwuma no e de kwanya to everything will be done pepepe. So di no kura ade bia do si position bi say ya adwuma ma o ma no na say wo di no kuradie ebe wa famu a kwan bia so they can see corruption e won say nipa bia nipa agency sa eden dey but e koso chira kakra corruption no asebebra de be say so e kan no.
Communication Director Emma Dr. Bawumia campaign team no Dennis Miracle Abuaje and so Achema Miati Asiese ye NPP any NDC for ejuma wo mu edipaya kame say NPP e wo nanim kra say NDC or the same way atu dwa e wo abra or face to face media so e wo channel 1 TV so
NPP is measured against us, not the NDC. We promised 20 things. We've done 15. The people are upset. You should have done the 20.
Are you sure it's up to 15?
Yes.
You've done like 7 or 6.
No, we've done 15. And
sure?
Yes. Omari, let me tell you something. Between us and the NDC, if you put the indicators on a paper to measure, you can only hold us up on the macroeconomic indicators. Sector by sector, we beat the NDC everywhere.
Macroeconomy or something
macroeconomic indicators.
Yes, it's something you really said.
Exactly.
Yes.
So it was one of the things.
No, but it's a major part
but
of the
you see,
things.
the point is that that's why I said 20. Mm-hmm. So that's why I said 20 and we've done 15. It was one of the things. Mm-hmm. So many things come into the pot to form the macroeconomy. Mm-hmm. Okay? Education is critical. Mm-hmm. You can't just come and create an artificial macroeconomy and leave the base of your skilled citizens there. In 20 years, it will collapse everything. So we've done better in education than the NDC. We've done better in health than the NDC.
How do you define better?
Oh, I'll give you an example.
Yes.
So, on the education, we are looking at 3 things. Mm-hmm. Infrastructure. We are looking at access to education and quality.
So, access, quality, and infrastructure.
We've done better than the NDC.
For access?
Access, quality, infrastructure.
Are you sure?
Yes, but let's debate it.
Infrastructure?
Yes.
Students are still running shift system.
Because we are not there. Because
no, so then you haven't.
No, we said better.
No,
better. I said better. That's why I said that we are measured against ourselves.
Yenim say enche eyadia in crime for ebedi wona fashe a ye friend homo no we na kofa by edema the new force nana abedi akon edi nwan mienu akopie mu e wo gamanche ase ya chese eno etre asumdwe ene enkabo.
I want to say that we have come to a dispensation in our life as Ghanaians when what is important is that we believe that we are not islands, but the synergy that comes together to form trust and base of relationship builds a foundation for who we become and then the next generation. Until we begin to understand that we cannot do this alone, but we need other minds, other thoughts, other people. We can never hold it together. Because the strength in somebody will complete yours. And once you join together, you'll be able to forge ahead and get to your mark. I want to say this day that this generation needs hope. And the hope you bring to the whole arena of politics, to the youth, it's exemplary. My brother, campaign, make your heart and your world known to the youth. Give them the hope. And this day, And I Wolomo, Nimo Kwamensa will pray for you.
Nkranman mu ha kuro bi a adoya wa ha pa enso ntiasie nti ama no ma bi mu atete ama yenti mi ansi kuro no ye enso me free say you therefore to say wa si asikan adi kan aba oman mu ntiasie bi betimi de yabom nti me de peace asumdwe abrel ena me de unity nso abrel me nim se ntiasie bi ni ho but ye be ya ama yabom yamba baako yemfie baako ya asase baako nipa no so baako ensuo nso atwa ho ahia no baako nti den ni se ye be baako. We have to unite amongst ourselves. And on this note, I want to say that I believe in you, that you can make that happen. Today's leadership is no more about age. It's about grace. It's about wisdom. It's about glory. It's about knowledge. It's about courage. And we have this. We are the people of tomorrow.
Greater Accra Regional Minister Daniel Ni Titus Clover and so Edin Sembi atu just say every nede krowa ni sabe so mu ache se wudi fi eye oman mu anase ekrai krodua mu de ono bedi nenyono.
The Bible tells us cleanliness is next to godliness. We'll start from the AMA operational area. Okanshin, Makola, Amadou, Akotolate, Boko, Bese, Sepe, Asne, Akambaje. For 2 solid days, all resources and equipment will be channeled in that area for 2 days, on the 2nd and on the 3rd. On these 2 days, between 6 o'clock to the end of the cleanup, no shop will be opened. On the 4th, we'll take a break. On the 5th, we'll come to Korle-Klottey municipal area. Abuja area behind the CMB headquarters, Asalana area, Osu area, Odona area, the Osu High Street, and everybody must get themselves involved. And those of you who are defecating around in the big drain, it's an eyesore. And I think that is high time we put a stop to some of these things. And let me assure you, if you pick anybody, come home, who are blessed me. Hello? So those of you who are coming to the drains, deliberately pushing rubbish into the drain, it's bad. And therefore, one making money over drain. Koka ulo baki kofo. Oye ko ina ke ni a chok drain ya ke no overflow the ocean again what the president Akufo-Addo. When you have caused that problem and the drains are choked and the drains overflow entering your homes, President Akufo-Addo sitting in the Jubilee House working is only the one who will suffer. My prayer is that it is high time we put a stop to these things. And I'll come after people, the assembly members and the MCs. I'm charging them. Don't come and sit in your office and writing reports. Every morning you must move around and see what is happening and make sure you address this problem before you come and take your seat in your office.
We have a responsibility. This is our community, and we should not need somebody from elsewhere to come and tell us how to look after our community. Whatever we do here affects us and also affects people who are downstream to us. And so as much as we have the loan coming in for the work to begin, we also have to have a change in our attitudes. We must think about cleanliness, and we must ensure that we're doing the right thing. We must use the proper places of convenience and not these areas here for open defecation, because that affects the health of the community, and in the end it becomes a burden as well in terms of the health
Ewe ahwefo ye be home kase bo no so na yakwaji aboafo enkrato. Say ye ba ye beto akase bo no so.
At the power fear, oh yeah, what a PM Asaraji Enterprise, Oshesenia Nipa Agodon PM Hana, and Chelsea at the power fear, and Tina was some say, I open American bats, American shoes, I dresses, and Tadia F, or one was so called wedding. But the same demonstration, I hire one Yamapa, over the demonstration, baby, I will be. Now you're dinner of fear, now the same started business be Asaraji dear was it over her at the mount. Produce etuma and as open ankran so and also on sa ebeka obehu ya chi akwan e new Makola shopping mall second floor honoma obehu Asaraji Enterprise bono honom na ni omo eni ensawo so sa we pata dia topa ye quality dia eno ane Asaraji Enterprise
so be piemu e wo Asaraji Enterprise dia ye wonyama bi te say bags, shoes, dresses, accessories, perfumes, emofranta dear, emoframpabwa, and nyama hodua ekeka ho. Asaraji Enterprise say, obi biara opese wutu enyama etono, or sebra, ombeboa, na chese wonsa etimi akabi. Se we ankran so na wope atade anasa wope accessories dimu ede di wujuman so a obetimi aba Asaraji Enterprise ombeboa ama wonsa akabi. Se wope Asaraji Enterprise e cha kwan dia wo enkran. New Makola shopping mall, second floor, restaurant number 2. Obetimi afrem penifo ewa homachofo isu 0551 540 835 and I says 0591 119 629. Asaraji Enterprise also work with confidence.
Midofo Rose, Diamond Grand Ray Estate 4, and I'm a meniaji say you. And then Misuma your land owner, say Ebano land promotions in Quadia, Diamond Grand Ray Estate, ye number 1. Make us say ya promotion air cost of the day. Very huge discount. Yes, and you don't come me. Dentura, as I say ye 28,000, ye about 22,000. Obey my 18,000, ye about 12,000 Ghana cedis. Omon Sassinia ye genuine, no longer, no litigation. Who pass us here any insumodia and the insutobre and also to assassi. Intimidia dance say Diamond Grand Ray Estate, ye number 1 or more payment plan. I will bet mutual and kakra. Promotion where first 10 people ebe to assassin. Ebenya 10 bags of cement, blocks, any free documentation. Won't pay we now pay then. Free one says here 0552 487 385.
We just say, I did not know that only. And you have then you do see. Say, I'm a money and to Chinasi. Say, no, what's your did you feel the beard you are bra and the pan was your beard. Penny forcing the idea that 1 pound to a feet. The thing we said, you should be. Penny forcing quite a man, no good yet. So when we really matter, I might be I don't pass upon the beard you are. Chow, estimate the master maker now. I call out that except I really not you. I didn't have Tabama. We live better now. But I know how much. It's whom you
Mother, she shouldn't ever in her life put on anything that belongs to me in this house again. What is it? This year, and then yet I'm back.
It's better than sacrifice. I faith. Tell me who's with me. I pray.
Body and the crime. Me just say body.
Amadu village at the sea. What's up? Now what's the day?
I want him back. If you force to put pressure, man.
Sir.
6% with the mouth.
I'm your doctor.
Enyumire bedroom, hall, kitchen. They say backyard na be baby ah. And yes, me na me gbe busuana bro.
Say mama me so.
What than this na okiti na makiti dan.
Na den, me nye penny. Me ho eduamente.
Obibiara akwaba biom Diamond Kasia so any ape ye to akasia bono so dia na Ministry of Works and Housing ashe project for kra asia wode ebeboa insuyiri a etasisi ewo enkran ene ne mantem wo sane be ya ano ebebrase.
Assembled here today to mark the commencement of reconstruction works on the Nima Paloma drain which runs through Asylum down to the Udo Channel. This significant milestone is expected to help reduce the perennial flooding challenges in Accra and bring the needed relief to residents, commuters, traders, and businesses, especially those of us in Asylum Down and the communities upstream. As we speak, community upgrading interventions comprising the construction of primary and secondary drains, pedestrian and vehicular access roads, solid waste management facilities, and development of water supply networks are currently underway in Aloboshi, Akwetema, and sections of Nima, the 3 targeted flood-prone communities under this project.
That the Office of the Regional Coordinating Council will exercise strong coordination, strong coordination and supervision during and after the construction works to ensure that the outcomes of this drainage intervention remain beneficial to all stakeholders.
Mpatasika bi HC tuama omo a project ndakeka omo adan no ye tuawie nti se kwan da ho se contractor betima hye na dwuma ase ze de ebedi yanim ne se ye wo bibi friend relocation we electricity pole akese we water form pipe akese na ebi wo ha na wo kwan mu a ba bia nka ebedi dwuma na beka no nti ebi ne saa ahoma ye wo hei electricity for line kese bi pa se contractor ni nim no de ade bomu a obehye nti se ye ma contractor foforo eyi man da ba bi foforo ansana nti ono ye a ono ye no na contractor no so di nachi no ono so di na dwuma.
Are seeing the beginning of a project which will be commissioned hopefully in 18 months, by which time, of course, you know, by God's grace, the NDC will be in power and will come and commission this project, because Garrett actually started when the NDC was in power. So I think that's another important thing that we must realize, that it's about the continuity of work for Ghana and not for somebody to, take credit and say they have done. And I think that to give credit, the minister did acknowledge the fact that this is something that, NDC had a big part to play in as well with regards to its coming to fruition.
Nti yesere obi biara ene de ya hye say adwuma ase no yesere obi a wo ha bia Nyankopon adaroma constituency ha side no obi a e wo agyanan bia wo ni fie okọ adraka side aye wo public ones se o pese ogya wo nan akọ na ko gya wo nan wo nwura so a bomodin ase udi begu ba bia aban de amase yemfa nwura gu ba nya gata no mu se ne be ya betimi resolve our problems.
For Emma local government on Monyan for Martin Ejay Mensanso, Edina Probo no Aquacopim Ewokumase, Okoshe Enuma Ekosu Enina na way, or free honor ordinary a Probo no Esacopia Ghana Secondary City Support Program no Ase Ever Senia Jumedian Aquacudu.
Free RCC Obuasene municipality Dikai Oba visit here na your Obuasi Urban Park, and I will be able to Obuasi Children's Park Sanewa at that Kratas watch ye, Ubiasi. Was about children's park, but may I do my fair yes, shade you made no ase. A beboa a was maybe so Bob was here. Even a was municipality, any auditorium be our program. I say, a find 500 away. Just say be a sort of dining idea. Now, as I say, it means now we have 800 cry. The associate can see become 1,000 a bit to me. I said a bear event, CB and I made be a Coswa. Ebeti magada ye ho hase na ye di manabo individuals bi anso shows in other programs are amafo person
na Nadu Kwakufuado ne vice president o madu so pa no e na sa secondary city project we o mo ne World Bank aka bo mu a ban na akopesika a ye de ye e na Kwabri East ye fortunate say ye 35 municipalities a ye Ghana hase ni mu a yeso ya ka ho a ya benefit ye na ohunu si ye ya kwan na ye science so esi edwa kese ye de amakwa abremai
Sonas stalls no na a kwan so de chire wa ni nyina ka ho as a package under UGD 3 na omo be 4 and 5s but I think say ye buy ye do hwe adwuma ye koso a eye consultants no omo estimation eye be 54% na me aso bi di mani be hwe ye no eye makomanim enti we may arishemu se senior aircon share ye ne contractor na ye odi so enti ebra eso wiewe na odi maye no ye wa hoto so se nyame adom bibia akosa ne aircon a ye wo ba otim se nsuo to enso ha ye busy contractors ne omo workers e wo site e omo ye adwuma so na medi kan no dwuma die we no ye ebre da ho ye time bound enti se emenu kotia ye pe na eya hadwen e mabotaya ye de kogina so kopɛ bosia na hoden se be adwuma di we no na atosini kakra ba ha de me ba ye obi a wa bia be dia dance se nye so mo ye no muguso mo ye 54% encouraging very very good enti ye hwe ni mu se o me kono se ne mo kona nye mpese ye be nanti hanti ye koya na ya tiada na ya de foforo o mo nkoso na o mo nyesoro mo ye me da tachima na mewo ti na otwe bia me twema me shada fa no ma hwe se ekoyi but so far mo untimi ntrankan na o mfa hwe sa ne ma na makwa pro akosiri ma ba beduru ha so na me kan dem ho afi ne ya sha popo na se so hwe de we yachi a ye urban park na zenka busumi bensie mu ni na zenka shase afi na ye shase enya de ye ni je ho eti MC na gina me kunshi yaka we ye dwumadi a oman no hia e da bom bra na okoje bosia se wo ho akiro wo hia ntentem na beduru ana se busumi nsia untumi mfa asomo fomu a na ne opro okoje bosia na ye den enti I'm not happy about this. I've made my point and me kwa de na ye hwese se cost na be che biom a ye be hwe na yetu ye ho fo sa de wo but me buy a contractor na fi no de asobo fom enti ye hwe de besi but ya tiro mu se e wo se omu kwa America na ebre a ya hwere e wo dwumadi hu no omu tumi di hyem na boso be yensia ntam yensatimi card we mo boaseman eyisu so wo call storm drain ya ko ho wo ya ya tisika ye nazo anwani uraji afa na emi hu za de mu na ya ye na anwani uraji afa ti makache again na msi se mani nyi ho e wo se within a matter of 4 days ye clear sa de no enye za mia mesa ba ha be ba we apply sanctions
Minister of Local Government, Decentralization and Rural Development, Onumonyamfo Martin J. Mensa Kosa Etwaso Eka se project and Fasubiara enu wana se enfam Fasubiara embrayeno. Eyade wo betutu nyina emu. Wode sansemi etudwa wa abra wode na probo ekopie mu ewo Asante Mantemo.
Aban akwaji bosia Ghana dimu ewo World Bank na ye ndwuma kese a oman ni hia na nka ye ni ho sika na so hwe de we yachi a urban park yi bosumi bensie mu ni na esenka hyase afi na ye hyase enya de ye ni gi ho na ye hwe sese cost na ebeche bi mu a ye behwe na yetu ye ho fo sa de we ho mmiri bi adu a ese ye de mra ye adwuma ye man mu ha se oba beje contract free aban ho na enya aban fom so ye se wo hia aban de amawo na okotida na timamufo na ya hye omu se ya amomu no mu di mu ya kwakọ pesca no omu nsa nkoka enye entibide butan me de nam ne se contract na ni ankrankran sensan so mu nya adwuma maban no ye mfa nya adwuma se sinto ba e wo se etwam sa aban na obi kosa contract na sinto ko free aban chen delays bi ko free aban chen oba aban ho bejiska dem mo so no de ekofuma na akopɛ no ba bi atena esa na chese ekoti aban emrebia enti se nipa na je contract free aban ho na wontimi enya adwuma na yetwam.
Minister for Fisheries and Agricultural Development Onmonyamfo Hawa Kumsin enso edinchemu akwa mafarefo a wonte won ho ase ewo epo ya tum nyina se wonya botre efise bebo omo ankasa.
Western region last week, na me Samba Central region the same last week, you know, and then me Greater Accra, nyame adoma mesanko Volta region, na ka Volta region there, and near me Denny and his son say fishers and have come to realize they say close season no omu ehu emfaso. It's omo ankasa mpo na call say we should do either 2 months. Na me say there be. Say mama Matia say close season your match no ye nya na ti say first no nti chief fisherman bia wo won area bia no o ma ye hu ne nkofo dodo o mo because ye provision ama wo bia eti e be show mo nsem no mo nsa aka nyame adom nso so Adbod Motors aban ama ye kwan say ye procure bi nyame ne pa by July any to first week of August there na Adbod Motors na ba bedu mama Matia say Adbod Motors no this time round mempa middleman bia wo wuni kanua wunya eti no I'm going to deal with them myself me fa my third person bia fa nkomo omo na GFRA so a collaboration last year more training about 5,000 people young ones no senior beya asebio omenya omososo omonsanwe adwuma livelihood empowerment. Into this year my promise they will train about 8,000. Ministry now so is working on getting sewing machines, dryers, barbering kits to also support them and to complement what GFRA is doing. It is so far the nyame adom bibi ekoso kama and you could see say they are also happy because the more campus say if not for the close season na ebi akasambi no and kanioma chinsim na me catch fishers and say more ho kwan my young politicians young politicizing a close season no etimesre former president John Dramani Mahama his excellency said man in politicizing man in far politics in raw fishing industry because oye president no kra no sebio go hu say no more bre trawler for me ba no mo 76 and 41 na ye adwuma close season ni measures am putting in and the trawler for ni na ma campo omo down eti I was say ye ma omo ye canoe owners no so omo ye the right thing na so omo be stop so omo use chemicals on nsuo no so that industry be fan into mapa Friday chemicals na senti America ma omo makwan ma ye politicians in Rome omo adwen eni omo nkasa
Côte d'Ivoire ye bi Liberia for ye bi Togo for ye bi enti ebema obi atiase se enye se ye hyewo se ye cruise season no ba o ye senia impono ai ebetumi ejina ama yenya na yɛkɔ a yɛbɛtumi anya nam sɛ na minister kan yɛ no ɛnyɛ ɔno ne pɛ ɛna ɔde ma date no but a scientist a master di mpo no ɛna ɔmo ma date no nti ɛnyɛ sɛ du ya afi a yɛbɛdi afi no nti ɛna yɛ close but ɔyɛ ama yɛankasa yɛyɛ.
Former Minister for Defense Albert Kandapa ɛde ato Ghana fo nyinaa anim sɛ wonya isa water ta wona bobo ye ho ban ewo oman yi mu wode tuja ewo etifi mantam mu wa bra wode insrahwe ekoma wo hene a owo dagbon.
Yes, government must provide the schools, government must provide the clinics, the hospitals, government must provide the roads, it must provide water, it must provide so many things. And one important service that the government must provide is security. And to my brothers and sisters here, please, when you get time, when you go home, think about it. Of all the services that government provides to you, which one do you think is the most important? As we speak, from their base in Burkina Faso, the terrorists have gone to Côte d'Ivoire and they are causing problems there. That is how bad the situation is in our neighboring countries, but Allah has been so kind and good to us. We don't have it in the country called Ghana. As far as government is concerned, we are doing everything that we consider necessary to stop them, the terrorists, from coming into our country. Everything that we must do to make sure they don't come here, we are doing it. And Your Majesty, I'm sure you will agree with me that talking about soldiers and the help they're giving to us, this is the time Ghanaians must learn to appreciate and support the work of the security agencies, the soldiers, the police, the immigration officers, the prison officers, all the institutions that are involved in providing security. They are the people who have made it possible for us to feel secure. Going forward, they are the people who will provide the necessary services for us to feel secure. It shouldn't happen that whatever the provocation, you should attack a police officer or a soldier or an immigration officer or an intelligence officer at this point in time. No, it won't help us as a country. They are doing very, very difficult work. At times, they have challenges. They don't have all the resources that they need, but they are doing their best. Your Worship, the uniform that they put on, it is not for them. It is not for the Chief of Defense Staff. It is not for the IGP. The uniform that they have is for Ghana.
Yekopiemu ewo mfifini mantemu nso arekusema efiri ho eba eye abrantie bia yesusu wadi emfinhia aduasa enson a ofiri gomu adawrampon ennei woni abayiwa bi akonya nhyiamude ewo nwuramu ama fofia ntoata ne sebi ne hwewa ahono yie pa na kwabna ebo ekoso echiemu ma yete ase se abrantie ye kana asem owo yire na ne yire awo foforo a chese okra se okwa akurase akwakofa enuane ede aba efie na fofia ntoanta chese okohia ne kanchema enne akowie ni sei
eze na me wakasoa ne me ye adwuma wakasoa na mo afọ wo na osi mkotu banchamle no ndi mkotu no na ge na me njai first no osi manchon mu ba maka okan manfan ya asam ndi oyadaman na masida meda no me kwa afum ti mo wafum no oba ho oba ode oba pocha ndi oba no otron no sanon sha ai mo bi chirem nti oyadaman musumu akwankwan a me na fam me na dafumo nti oba na mpoma amana na kumpa fresh ye tade aka nukra wewu mena na ba kun wewu nti oyadaman na ade no ayada jansu ya nkete na oyada ay makase no nti ba cho tenyesi ni cho tama abanu ay wakranki yenko ho ba non krofon ne mama me mo mo nkrofo asese wokunhu ano me obeye ka akese nti da media no yenke wonke ya man no ne okohwe osofo ninsin bi ona osofo ninsin me yekoy ndi yekoy ne yakaye tuta ma na ade yekoy efumu no na okokaye no se da media no skeno region aka 2 million nti da media no amfa nso no do ano ontan ndi owuma no antan nti kekreb no aba ona adno ye na la yi ozene se adibia se wo ye na se ojidi nkan wa anye yi ndi eja wo bobo me menye ma hoto wo basa me yare ma menye ma hoto no na ezia me hwehwe ohu mobile wo sam yala na eja na menye ma hoto mbacho from Kobrango mbacho mo gumo planko
Yaba home kase bonus so yemi abema Isaac Dan Kwadako e de agudie monsam ebetwas
this man that you bring Memo Joe at about Diamond TV so afi yada good demo SM to a Diamond Casino so the Amamidi at the Dankwa Isaac Dakon send a debia you be a ye no a good demo was so na mum yeba come rasibe dwem na sabe say a ho ana sabe youth and sports minister Ora Mustafa Honorable Yusuf and also a good demo penny pa a come rasibe dwem I all up games on my Ghana. Yes, in one brand face here, near hosting. I was casting it up. It's me to jar. And it's a young seven or not for Yabako Piemon, so our honorable Yusuf Mustafa, our Minister of Youth and Sports. I could be more or Masibijum, Edison Kaka, and Koto, I am Massive Young Pen for and Yanko TV, Naimasia.
Sports complex is currently being managed by the National Sports Authority under the Ministry of Youth and Sports in the interim. However, the ministry have received a proposal from the private sector partnership to manage the facility. The University for Sports for Development, as we announced before the construction of the Botman facility to the games, government intend to convert the Botman Sports Complex to University for Sports for Development. Long-term sustainability of this ultramodern facility. The university will not only serve Ghana but also the sub-region. In this regard, a cabinet memo has been prepared and it is on its way to cabinet for approval. Once it is approved, Mr. Speaker, I will return to this August House for approval of the new University for Sports for Development. Maintenance.
All right, well, I am Nasibijamha and I said, so I good demo and so and I made a brown or Nina. I all African games, so my Ghana, you will see now youth and sports minister honorable Mustafa Yusuf. And so come Masivio at the one sem kakra Kobonano, Anna Sabi so minority leader around the honorable Ato Forcing at church and sem kakra Efra honorable Yusuf Mustafa and then somebody to Jar or Masivio Jamano.
Speaker, this house
allocated to the Ministry of Youth and Sports and the local organization committee for this important tournament. The Speaker, this statement before us, it can never be complete without accounting for the amount of money that we allocated. The Speaker, we know for sure that $15 million US was allocated to a company called M&L Company Limited for 18 days of feeding. The Speaker, that amounts to 226 million Ghana cedis for 18 days. You cannot come here, deliver a statement without accounting for that $15 million for 18 days. The Speaker, this is public money. The Speaker, aside, we were also told that an amount of $4.5 million US was allocated.
We a minority penny power down one and so honorable after forcing on day and somewhere to ja or Mashiva Bra, Youth and Sports Minister Chief Mustafa I didn't send me to ja. What out of our games are 18 course or my Ghana Mahano. I know Anaska baby na Naka we are feeling quite say honorable Chief Eden Sember to ja first Casamo. Now after say honorable after forcing Casaviano. Na ano ana Yusuf Mustafa and so reply ebe to ja our national Yenko TV na no sembra.
And also Mr. Speaker, to make it clear to all members here that as a minister we will account for every CD. Every CD is going to be accounted for the games. And I just want you to know that the reason why this statement did not capture the financials is because you have ordered your ranking member to file a question. The question has been admitted by the Speaker of Parliament, and he has been referred to me, and I'm ready to come and respond. This is why it wasn't captured. It is not that we are hiding anything. I want that clarity to be made, that every penny is going to be accounted for. Be rest assured. You should rather be congratulating Team Ghana, because so far we have not seen the minority issuing any statement in Congress.
And penny a chocho kuku down and a casa for my Ghana yen football no senebeya bibiam se betia koye na ora ne din and they operate e ma sebedwa ana se operate ja kese pa ay ora ne din ye Alan Cass de don afa no ay ke Alan na se vote for Alan pepe ono so akotana simbie so de nko kakra to ja for my Ghana yen football ho na nsem we nyina anoka e de tuja.
You say, Omo de Bibia, Omo na so moye. Musuniska, the infrastructure, the sports no. Now what football pitch ground we need be. We need stadium, you did training courts first year boy. Just say, you can't invest in sports infrastructure. Go niska. And nine ya won say, ubet na pay sports. And one say, ube private sector for businessmen. No more incentives. They will build the best sports infrastructure facilities.
Our nebusia fe yen remo our monani nsemo dia na yen hwe Euro 2024 qualifiers are yegu so ayebo Slovakia and so Romania eboy na one draw and a team kopie mo Samsung Ukraine and Belgium esi akana na 4 pm obi a entimi anhye ne yonko ho ene anywere ade a check and so tena fe no Turkey and eboy na fe so no Bogo kwani at Georgia and Portugal and so at the bay went out so now copium so you table no so teams are they almost qualify now our group A no Germany taking a ticket that Samsung Switzerland and so Romana face so mind at the Hungary and so Rome now there Scotland there Okofie group B no Spain Rome 9 point Italy 4 point Croatia 2 point Albania 1 point or today yeah here no so between England or Rome also 5 points Samsung Denmark group C no and after so Slovenia Euromo na group D no so no Australia France Netherlands nyina etimero mo ha eyasenketo ebre ana yeri adwuma ha aha ana sabe so na kwanya betim aba na agude mo so nyina o Diamond Kase no so na nwei be nya so esomo e wo ha medin once again Isaac Dankwa da ko mejemo na afeminu amba no Erika se nya so etimi awie.
Ashefo aha and a brebe my quine na yede kasebo nyina ebeba na ewie na nsama di akotene e wakasebo nim bi na say eye defense minister former defense minister e de futu akoma Ghana fo nyina
eto ehu hia e wo man mu de meyi afiri mu sembe mampanyi na we free Alan chairman eho
we ne nsama hodo bi enene ye boabo na yede ebesomo e wo Diamond Kase so akenkan fo enanwumri eye me mausi ponyo me nuaba
efia from poma
yakram